Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will discuss voices. I mean active and passive voices. Before going to say something about voices, active voice and passive voice, let me show you an example. We have a sentence, my pen has been taken. And we have another sentence that is, Haris took my pen. Now, what do you notice? What is the difference between these two sentences? I mean to say, what do you see when you look at this sentence, my pen has been taken, and when you compare this sentence to this sentence that Haris took my pen? I'll discuss it at the end of this video. Let's move away to our topic. If we define voices, so we can have two or three definitions, simple definitions for voices. That is, by voices we mean that the relationship of the verb to subject and object. I mean to say, what is the relationship of the verb to the subject and object? This definition can be explained if we look at this definition. It once is the verb form or the form of verb that shows the position of the subject. Now, what does that mean? Both these definitions mean that by voices we mean the position of the subject. It means that whether the subject is active, whether the subject is actively involved in some action, whether the subject acts or whether the subject is passive, he is not actively involved in an action, that is called voice. Or simply by voice we mean the voice of the subject. I mean whether the subject is actively doing some work or whether the subject is either absent or passively involved in some action. I mean to say, whether the subject does some work or the action is done to the subject. Now, if we analyze this definition, we can have two main types of voices, and they are active voice and passive voice. Let's see what is active voice and what is passive voice, or which sentence is in active voice and which sentence is in passive voice. If we look at active voice, a sentence will be in active voice if we have subject is a doer. I mean to say, if we have a sentence in which subject is doing something, in which subject is involved, in which subject is actively performing some work, that sentence will be in active voice. Or if action is done by the subject, or we can say that if someone does some work, the sentence will be in active voice. Or we can say that if the subject is active, that again means the same thing, that if a subject is actually or actively involved in some work, the sentence is in a active voice. In passive voice, we can see that if a subject is passive, if it is not actively involved in some action, or we can say that the action is done to the subject, it means that he is passive. He does not actively do some work. Some work has been done to it. We call it passive voice. Or we can have sentences in which there will be no subject. Subject is a doer of an action. Subject of the action will be hidden. For example, we say that Haris has been killed. Now, we do not say that Haris has been killed by Ali, by Akram, by whatever. We are only and only saying that Haris has been killed. Now, it means that we are trying to keep the subject passive or hidden. Now, when we move back to these two sentences, we see that when we look at this difference between passive and active, we now can easily understand why do we need active sentences changed into passive sentences, or what is the need of changing an active sentence into passive sentence. So in this sentence, I am trying to tell you people that I am only concerned about my pen. Because I am saying my pen has been taken. Now I do not want to show the subject. I do not want to tell you people that who has taken my pen, or who has stolen my pen. I am only and only talking about my pen. I mean, I am concerned about telling you people that my pen is not with me, someone has taken it, but I am only worried about my pen. I am not concerned with who has taken the pen. In this sentence, Haris took my pen. I am trying to tell you people that I am concerned with Haris. I have given second priority to my pen. My first priority is Haris. So it means that in this sentence, I am trying to make the subject prominent, and in this sentence, I am trying to make the object, that is pen, as a prominent. Thank you for watching.